How do you create your best year yet? If creating the life of your dreams beginning with this year were easy, everyone would be living their dreams. And they can with the right understanding of how to do it. So why do most people keep reacting to life instead of creating something delicious, beautiful, meaningful, and fulfilling? What if I were to share with you the one most important and powerful ritual that I use every single day that transformed my life and the life of those of my clients who put this into action? Would you want to discover this for yourself and implement it too? Yeah, that's what this episode is about. The one most important and powerful morning ritual that when you do this one thing first, will make it possible for you to transform your life and create a life that you absolutely love. So stick with me and catch this episode. Let's get into it. That's what this episode is about, and to teach you how to use this powerful tool. Katie Joy, your conscious creator and manifesting mentor, helping you, guide you to create your best year yet and to design your life, live your dreams, most fulfilling, gorgeous, rich life, happy, successful, wealthy, and healthy. Whatever it is that is for you, but it's a personalized journey. But today I want to share with you the one key thing that is the most important ritual that I have implemented in the last 16 years to really transform my life, to shift me out of an old version of myself where I was stuck in ruminating, in lots of fear, doubt, worry, and what my problems were, and instead using this one tool to move into a new reality. And did it really fast. So when you use this tool too, you can also transform your life at warp speed. So first, let me share with you this tool because it's a morning ritual that I use. But most people start off like the old version of myself. And I used to be a paramedic. I used to be working lots of long shifts, 96-hour, 8-day weeks. I was in a relationship at the time, married, that really, it was dysfunctional. It wasn't very healthy, but it was one of my best spiritual boot camps that I've ever gone through to help really wake me up to the power of who I really am. So I'm super grateful for that. However, I just wanted to sort of revisit the old version of myself that when I used to be in that place, while I loved aspects of my life and I was really flying, enjoying many of those aspects, like I loved my job as a paramedic. I really enjoyed also training volunteers to be able to help us because I worked in a country town for the last few years of my career. And I used to help train people to be on the ambulance with us so that we had someone else who could help us when we were going to trauma, accidents, and medical. But I was living in a place that I didn't really want to be. I was living in a marriage that it wasn't lining up. It was very incongruent, let's call it that. There was a lot of dancing around and gaslighting and a lot of a lack of connection and authenticity that was a struggle. And so everything felt like I was being in a tumble dryer for quite a few years, not really sure what was going on. And that would traditionally, back then in the old version of myself, I'd wake up every morning and I'd be ruminating about all the problems, about what was said, thinking about how I'm going to move forward, but really focus on the problem, feeling trapped. And like, is this it? This is my life. And just also focusing on fear, doubt, worry, and all those problems instead of looking at what I was creating. So mostly I was focused on that. And that's what most people still do. I notice that as I teach people how to use this tool, a lot of people are in that space where the old version of me was as well. So here's the thing, that when we're focusing on our problems and what we're feeling with anxiety and maybe ruminating on conversations or conflict, or thinking about how you can avoid something because you don't know how to handle it, a problem, or you procrastinate. When we start all that when we focus on that first thing in the morning when we wake up and we begin that record going on of what's echoing from the day before, we're now just stepping in and creating a downward spiral for the rest of the day. The decisions that you make, the thoughts that you have are going to lead to be procrastinating, avoiding, putting off, do it later. All the excuses come rushing to the surface. And even if you are ambitious and you still push to go forward, it's a hustle and grind experience. It burns you out. It's a lot of extra work. And so that's what most people do every day. They just step into that space, and it's reacting. It's reacting to the same record, the same experiences that have been created. Now, your current reality, my current reality, everyone's current reality is the sum of all of the previous experience, beliefs, thoughts, patterns, behaviors, and actions that are now being reflected in this moment, that have been consistent with. And so how do you create a new one moving forward? You need to be able to create new thoughts, a new reality, new programming in order to be able to shift your attention on your intention, because when you do that, where your attention goes, your energy flows. So if your attention is on reacting to conflict or, disharmony or some sort of fear or doubt or worry about how to pay the bills or about how am I going to move forward in my job? Is this relationship working for me? What did he or she say? Why are they doing that? All of this just entraps the mind and gets stuck in this quagmire of reacting to the day, and then there's no space to create. What I did is making the shift into creating is I'm going to share this experience with you, and in a moment, the simple tool that I use, but it helps you to create with intention. It helps you to harness and master your energy and really direct it so that you are moving forward with intentional thoughts and decisions that then create an energized state of feeling that you, instead of being looking for motivation outside of yourself, you're actually feeling inspired, which is in spirit. And so from that state of being, you're able to make better quality decisions that move you into then feeling really great about it, feeling confident, feeling on top of the world, feeling excited and in positive anticipation, and feeling like a sense of adventure and even curiosity and courage to be able to then go and take the actions that are aligned with that creation that you're creating in your mind. And so you get to create your best year yet by using this one simple, powerful tool. But first, I want to tell you that when you use this tool, it amplifies the results. And in order to use the tool to get the amplified results and creating your best year yet, it is really useful to grab a free 33-page workbook that I've got. I'll put it up here now, right now, and actually I'll give you a little access to it in a moment. I've got this free gift for you that will help you get super clear about what you're creating so that you can then use this one morning ritual that will really help you amplify your results. So check this out. Hey there, I'm super excited. I've got something very special for you, no cost, it's free. It's a 33-page workbook to help you setting your intentions to get clear on your goals and create your best year yet. Now, I don't know about you, but I am definitely creating a dazzling year ahead. What are you setting your intentions for? If you go grab this workbook, sign up, it's free. All you need is your name and an email so I can send it to wherever you want me to send it to. And you get a copy that you can keep and download, print off, and use not just in this experience here right now for the new year, but as I explain in the bonus training that I provide in a previous episode, you'll be able to go through step by step on how to use this anytime you set a new goal, anytime you go through a new quarter of the year, anytime that you get to the end of the year and do a review, anytime that you want to set new intentions for a new year and create a new you. Are you ready? Are you ready to create your best year yet? Then go grab your workbook. Go to the link that I've got here now and sign up right now and get into action. Let's make this your best year yet too. Righto. So I bet you're wondering, Katie, what is this simple but most powerful tool that you use? Well, it's not only that I use it, this is actually research backed. So this simple but powerful tool that I use, and high performance individuals such as Olympic athletes like LeBron James, they use it with their priority to making this a morning ritual for themselves. And what is it? It's a simple tool. It's visualization. And I'm going to share with you in a minute specifically how. But the reason why is because when we are visualized, the science behind it, the neuroscience, is that we're activating the same neural pathways in the brain as the actual experiences. And so the thing is, when we are focusing our attention on it, we are creating this concept, this construct within our mind of the result that we're creating, and using this first thing in the morning when you wake up, especially in that little lip between waking up and feeling like you're still asleep but not quite awake yet. And that's when the mind has an alpha brainwave, and it's most suggestible for you to be able to actually plant that seed of what you were creating. So when you are creating that, you now direct and you see yourself with the end result of what your experience is. And you're connecting with that version of yourself that's already living out the result as it is now in your mind. Your mind and your body start responding and positively reacting to that. You see, if you are looking at ruminating, you are focusing on negative thoughts, negative feelings, feeling anxious, worried about the problems, you're still imagining, you are visualizing a nightmare. It's so unconscious for you, and it's so readily available because you've constructed that visualization, that reality in your mind over and over and over. You fear it, and what you put your attention on, where your attention goes, your energy flows. So you end up creating more self-sabotage, more self-fulfilling prophecies around those nightmares, right? And you feel stuck. And yet the opposite is also true, that for the same effect, but looking at what are you creating and being really intentional with it and visualizing that end result, you then also will shift all of your neuro thought patterns that then send messages to your body and you have a biofeedback response. It will be target organs instead of being shifted into a fight flight of survival when you're worried about something and fearful about something. Instead of that, you're going to move into thriving because you feel safe, you feel excited, you feel like you're growing and performing, you've got confidence. And so you're just literally fulfilling and stepping out the progress and the process of bringing that reality in, that vision into your reality. And so that's why creating a new relationship through visualization, a new relationship with yourself and your future self, to be connected and embodied with that instead of seeing it out there, which is a big mistake that most people do. They see their vision out there, like what they want out there. And this is my current reality, and it still exists as this way. Like they're looking in a mirror and mirroring back the existence right now. And so they keep recreating the same reality. The only way to be able to move forward and create the most amazing positive change in your life is to first visualize from the inside out. What are you creating? And then making that a consistent feeling in your body. So you really feel it and embody it and have a relationship with yourself in that future self version, and connect with identifying with that, being that, and then step out with your decisions, your actions aligned with that vision of what you're creating. So what are you imagining? Is it, like my old self, where I would let my thoughts and my moods dictate where my attention went? Was it, I used to be very focused on people pleasing as well. So I would say yes to people's agendas, and then I'd forget what I'm focusing on, and I'd say yes to what people want me to do, or for them, or for even like what they think I should do for myself. And then my mind was hijacked thinking about all that, and things like resentment would come up because I don't want to do that, or worry, doubt, fear. All of that got hijacked, hijacking my attention. And so instead, when I learned to implement this ritual with discipline as a focus, and just like taking up some form of exercise or hobby or skill, it is a skill. It takes development. So don't just give up when it doesn't feel like it's working for you. So what you want to do is be able to implement this and practice it every single morning, and it doesn't take long. You're doing visualization anyway, except that you're reacting to it typically like the old version of me. Or what you want to do, maybe you are creating, but now this is using this skill and amplifying the discipline and making this a 5-10 minute visualization practice. It then becomes so embedded that you will actually become conscious of doing it even within 1 to 2 minutes, first thing in the morning, and then even throughout the rest of the day. It'll run that vision again. But what do you do when it feels like it's not working or it's difficult to move forward? Well, you can bridge across into this practice, which is something that I teach with my clients. So What are you doing in your day that you know makes you feel good and is successful, and that because you're creating all the time? Let's take, for example, what are you going to decide that you're going to have for lunch? And then pay attention. Are you going to go purchase something? Where are you going to purchase it? What do you see and imagine yourself doing? Because you have these images going on in your mind. That's how we create. It's just about becoming conscious of them. Or are you going to make something? Now, I love to create and make my own food because I really love I love the whole purpose of alchemizing food and turning one thing into another. And I also really enjoy the process of making my own food from home. I often work from home. So let me take you through this step, a simple step. How are you going to make your lunch? Let's say you're going to have a tuna sandwich. And if I said to, just make a tuna sandwich, that's not being very connected with what it is. I want to invite you to think about a tuna and salad sandwich. How are you going to create it? Let me give you an example. I'm going to get 2 slices of a delicious wholemeal bread, my favorite brand, and I'm going to use organic butter on both sides, very thin spread. I'm going to put avocado on one side with some Himalayan rock salt and black cracked pepper on it. On the other side, I'm going to put a very thin slice or a very thin spread of free range mayonnaise. And then I'm going to use a plain tuna from the tin, drain it so it's nice and dry. I'm going to then spread it onto the bread. I'm going to get 2 big slices of beetroot, which is my favorite, and put them on, layer them on. And then I'm going to layer 4 slices of tomato, grown from my own garden. And then I'm going to layer on some fresh rocket, also picked from my garden, that covers the entire amount of tomato. So it's quite a thick amount of rocket. Love that peppery bite. And then I'm going to put the top layer on so that the mayonnaise is face down on top of the rocket. That is already getting me salivating with seeing, hearing, feeling, experiencing this tuna and salad sandwich. Now, I don't have that right now, neither do you, but I bet you're salivating, even if you don't particularly like tuna. But you probably, the thing is, whatever you are visualizing, your mind is already creating it, and now you're going to step forward into that. Now, I'll probably have a tuna and salad sandwich today. But you can use that as an example. What is something that you can develop the skill on and create that in your mind's eye? See yourself doing it. See yourself going into that action. Now, what you do is then you step that into something even bigger. Maybe you haven't created your $1 million business online yet. Maybe you haven't hit your ideal goal weight yet. Maybe you haven't yet got the desirable relationship of your dreams yet. But what you can do is visualize that higher version of yourself already experiencing that end result. See it, hear it, feel it, let it run its course through your body and energize you. And then from that, you take a step forward into your day, making decisions aligned with that vision and taking actions, even little small steps every day. It's about consistency, not just trying to do a big wallop, right? Small little steps every single day that you can do moving forward to bring this visualization into your reality and manifest it. So another powerful way to align yourself to use this tool effectively is it's really simple. It's simple and a key factor to be relaxed. If you're trying to create being all up in your head, you're going to not create something new. You can't think your way only forward, or think your way out of problems, think your way out of anxiety, think your way out of fear, doubt, worry. Those are energies that distort your field, that you won't be able to just think your way through that. Visualization is important to, yes, put your focus on, which is your thoughts, but those thoughts create a neurotransmitter release that has a biochemical response in your body. But in order to create that first, you need to be not in fight, flight, freeze, fawn and in survival mode. Instead, that it's in relaxed, recreating, creating and thriving mode. So a great tool that you can use, and I'll point you in the direction at the end of this video, is relax into manifesting. It's a meditation. It's only 9 minutes. It's short, but you relax into manifesting so that you can align and regulate your nervous system to attract what your dream goals are, the people and the resources into your life. So again, to help you first though, before you even use this tool, you really need to be able to be clear about what it is you're creating. And so that you have a personalized, authentic, soul-aligned, uh, not only goals, but vision of what you are creating. And to help you with that, if you're ready to make 2024 your best year yet, or maybe you're watching this video in the future and it's a reflection back, you can use this any point. But to decide, right, I'm making the next 12 months ahead my best year yet. You don't have to wait for the new year. Make any time a new day your new way. And so I've got a free workbook. It is designed to help you get clarity and insight with your goals and moving into momentum, empowering you to create your best year yet. So you can check it out. I'll have the link here. And also you can check out my previous episode that guides you through that workbook and takes you through the 7 powerful questions to ask yourself how to create your best year yet. So go ahead and grab that and really have a great experience. Do me a favor. I'm looking to grow. One of my goals this year is to grow my YouTube presence and my podcast. So if you love this, please click subscribe, click like, and leave a comment down below. What are you creating? Interact with me. I'd love to hear from you. I'm shifting a lot of my attention and energy from Facebook. I'm still there, but I also want to build these channels here too. And if you could help me out, if you found this valuable and you want to be notified of next trainings and episodes and meditations and interviews that will be coming this year and moving forward, then to help you create your best year yet, then be part of the community. Help me out. Click like and subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you on the next episode.